What's up, internet? This is a very special presentation. I want to show you my breakfast / lunch. Because this morning I went to the food bank and that's where they give me like a cup of soup in a styrofoam cup and a cup of fresh coffee in a styrofoam cup. This is the only place I've seen styrofoam cups like this in I don't know how long. Like, who the fuck uses styrofoam anymore? But, yeah, so I get soup every day, which somebody makes. It's clearly made on the spot, like on site with whatever they have. And then my lunch today actually looks unusually good, which is part of why I wanted to show it off. Okay, so I'm gonna start with some of the best stuff. Okay. It comes in like a plastic bag. So this is a bunch of grapes. And as you can see, these grapes are like decent as fuck. That one's a little squished. But like, this is like a perfectly ordinary bunch of grapes, okay? The produce there is in like these giant wholesale cardboard boxes. And there's some on the back that are kind of gnarly. But, you know, this is like basically a very good bunch of grapes, right? To be honest, like, I don't even go through them a lot of days because it's just not worth it. Like, it's not okay produce. It's like too bruised or rotten to bother. And it's every piece. It's not even like 90% of the fruit or vegetables. It's all of it, you know? But today there was this bunch of grapes that looked hella decent. There's also a bin full of peaches. I love peaches. But those peaches were too fucked up to contemplate, so I didn't even try. Alright, what else? There's 2 sandwiches. There's basically always 2 sandwiches. Looks like one is like some kind of turkey or something and the other PB&J. But the bread on the PB&J feels kind of stale. I don't know how good that sandwich is going to be. And then, like, this is an unusually good day. Okay, so this is like a random plastic cup with like a cupcake in it. So here's the thing. Today they had these like half-gallon things of grapefruit juice, and I love grapefruit juice, so I got some grapefruit juice. And then also on like the main table there's basically always like a shit ton of stale baked goods, like sweets, like bakery sweets, and it's usually some of the most reliably fresh and edible food, which is part of why I just got like so fucking sick of sweets in my first few weeks of going to this food bank. But like, it's usually not stale, like not inedibly stale. Anyway, they had these like Rubicon cupcakes. I don't know if you know the brand Rubicon. Med Market sells it, and it's like a Neapolitan cupcake. And honestly, like, frosting that's made with fresh strawberries is one of the best things in the world, and Rubicon knows what they're doing. So I picked up this one cupcake, but it was so gross. Like, it's so far past its pull date. I don't know how many days that is, but like, it's far enough past its pull date that I took one bite and was like, this is a net loss if I try to eat this, for so many reasons. But I didn't want to embarrass the ladies. Like, I didn't want to embarrass the volunteers, so I just put it in, like, I finished my grapefruit juice and put it in the grapefruit juice cup so that I could throw it away later. I don't know what this is. It might be home baked. I don't know what these little things are. Usually there's some kind of like treat or whatever in the lunch, and I think that's what that is. But like, I can't even tell if this is a sweet or a savory item. I think they might be tiny muffins. I thought they might be some kind of like cornbread thing. I think they're tiny muffins. Okay. A cup of applesauce. That's cool. And then I scored this peanut butter because someone else left it behind, and I picked it up. And then a box of raisins. That's pretty cool. And then this is what makes today's lunch amazing. I don't always get fresh produce. And today I got 2 different kinds. That's just the daily breakfast and sack lunch that they give, which is like every weekday. And then on Thursdays, there's like a grocery thing in the afternoons from 1 to 2:30. And if you get there early, you can do really well. If you get there late, you can still do okay. But this is what I have to eat today. I also have some frozen meat that I pulled out of the freezer because I forgot that I had this, but like I got some pork tenderloin on a buy one get one months ago and completely forgot about it, and then I found it in the freezer last night, so I pulled it out to thaw. I'm out of pasta, but I do have a can of sauce and a couple dollars, so I think I'll be able to make dinner for a few days. I thought about making this video at the food bank and like photographing the bins and stuff, but like, again, I don't want to make them self-conscious, you know? And like, I don't want to have to edit things or only show things if it doesn't show other people's faces, you know? But like, I feel like when I tell you that I don't have self-determination over the food I eat, like, this is what I mean. I mean, like, when I get my groceries, like, there's like a pre-packed bag that they give you, and then there are tables full of stuff that you can go through to see, you know, what you need. And usually the pre-packed bag has like staples, like whatever protein they have that week, and then like a selection. And there's actually like there's almost always like a couple of extraordinarily good things because I live in a neighborhood with fantastic grocery stores. But also if there's any like prepackaged food, I basically have to throw it away when I get home, because I think what happens is, like, you know, it hits the pull date or whatever, and then in whatever transit process that gets it from the store to the food bank, it's not refrigerated properly. And basically, like, I've just discovered, like, I haven't gotten sick eating anything that I've gotten there, but I have, like, taken a bite of stuff and then spit it out and thrown it away a couple times, and I started skipping the stuff where I actually try to eat it. Anyway, I've been telling people that I haven't had enough money to eat for a couple of years now, and I think that that is just so not real in these people's experience that just doesn't even fucking register. And then I got to the point where I couldn't pay my internet bill. And it occurred to me, like, maybe that registers. Maybe that registers. It's like actually fucking dire ass straits. I have a friend whose mom died, and he didn't exactly mention it. And then the other day he mentioned it more clearly, and I was like, that's what you meant? That's where you were, and that's what you meant? I've never lost a parent. I don't know what that's like. But I can only imagine that losing a parent is something that you don't know what it's like to go through, in the same way that 2 years of food insecurity is something that you just don't know what it's like until you go through it. And I have a picture meme thing that a friend printed out for me a couple of years ago of Maslow's hierarchy. And it's got, like, you know, safety, shelter, food, blah, 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 social needs, blah, 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 self-actualization at the peak. And then someone is written at the bottom in, like, you know, crude, Sharpie-like, you know, MS Paint style writing. It says internet. Like, even before safety, even before physical safety or food, you need internet connection. It's not a joke. I mean, it is funny, but it's not a joke. I'm so excited about my food today. is gonna be fine.